What's up, guys? Bang, bang, lunch money time. While Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I am here with the beautiful, intelligent Polina Marinova, Pompliano, P-I-M-P, Pomp. Looking like Miss Claus with the red on today. Does Miss Claus have blonde hair or dark hair?
I don't know. She has white hair.
Oh, okay, because she's old. I get it. Santa Claus, by the way, I have a very weird suspicion that he's bald underneath his hat. So, okay. Don't forget that lunch money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi allows you to earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. You send them dollars. They convert those dollars to stable coins or to crypto, and they put them in this interest-bearing account, and you can earn up to 8.6% APY. Go check it out. I use the product. I'm an investor. I sit on the board. I'm a big fan, and you will be too. That's right. See that commercial? You should go check out BlockFi.com/pomp. Just do it because you like us. Even if you don't like money, just go check it out. BlockFi.com/pomp. See what it's about. Check it out.
Even if you don't like
Read a little bit. See, maybe you get a little tempted. Hey.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So
go check it out.
There is a second wave of lockdowns that might occur in New York City due to the pandemic. De Blasio was threatening to shut down zip codes starting tomorrow, certain zip codes that are seeing spikes over 3% in a few-day period. Now, the governor is rejecting that proposal, saying he'll come up with his own, and my problem is I am tired of the egos that are constantly contradicting each other and talking over each other at the expense of people's livelihood.
Well, I know what I think.
What I think.
Wait, what do you think or what do I think?
You think what I think.
I agree with almost everything that you think. The two things that I will say, though, are this is dumb. Two is we know that if they do this, it will kill businesses.
But hold on, before you continue. My problem is they're going to kill businesses in certain zip codes and not others, and you're just picking and
I don't want to say it, but some of the neighborhoods, there's literally articles being written. There's specific religious groups that are in some of those zip codes.
Yeah,
there's a big argument. Here's what we're about to play out. Ready? This is exactly what happened when Cuomo was yelling and screaming, pounding his chest, saying everyone deserves to be able to go into the elderly homes. Right? I don't care. You have to let them in. It's all about equality. And you know what happened? He got thousands of people killed. Thousands of people killed on that decision. New York City elderly care saw this thing ravage.
Okay, what does that have to do
places.
With the?
Because everyone thinks about it as like, oh, the government officials' decisions has no downside, right? They can only make it like.
Who thinks that? Nobody thinks that.
No, people, when they think of these lockdowns, what they just think of is like, well, what's the worst that like can happen? Like sending the people into lockdown. Like, sure, maybe we don't need to do it or maybe we do, but like, what's the downside to it? But what they don't realize is there's the economic impact, and also there is a spike in suicides and alcoholism, like in all these things when we've done this, right? There's literally counties around the world that are now reporting data around all this stuff. And so what I find very hypocritical is twofold. One, they want small businesses to shut down, but they're still taking their salary. Why has Andrew Cuomo or Bill de Blasio not said, if I ask my constituents to give up their livelihood, I won't take my salary until I open up the economy?
Has anybody ever done that? Any politician?
Well, the multiple presidents have said, hey, I'll like donate. I think Trump did it. I think Obama did it maybe. I think Bush did it. So like it's popular at like that level. I don't think that we've seen governors or mayors in this environment do that. But that's the first thing. Wait a second. You're telling these people to shut their business down. Why don't you shut your income off? Right? That's second thing is they were encouraging thousands, tens of thousands of people to go into the street in the middle of coronavirus. And they said it as there's social causes, there's all this stuff, right? Again, I'm not here to debate that. That's fine. You want to go on the street? Great, right? And there were some very worthy causes as to why people wanted to go protest and do all that stuff. But you then can't hypocritically say, we're going to allow that to happen, but we're not going to allow you to do outdoor dining at your restaurant. Where is the balance? What is the science behind allowing one and not the other? And so I think it's just a very slippery slope. And what we need to remember is that the mayor and the governor, they have no clue. They know just as much about coronavirus as me, Polina, and you watching this. We all have the same data. So again, we just don't know all the information, and therefore playing this game of I'm the almighty, I'm going to pick and choose what zip codes are going to shut down, all this stuff, it's all nonsense. It's all political theater. And what I think is going to end up playing out is we're going to look back on this and say that this entire thing was completely mismanaged by politicians, and it was all a political, egotistical crap. Across the spectrum, across parties, like this is all nonsense. Next. That's my rant for the day.
All right, you're not allowed any more rants because we have 10 minutes left. Chamath Palihapitiya has found his next SPAC target, Clover Health, a Medicare insurance startup backed by Alphabet. Clover will go public via merger with social capital Hito Sophia Holdings. I can't talk today.
I think you're doing a great job.
The deal values Clover at $3.7 billion and includes up to $1.2 billion in cash. So Chamath is going all in.
Yeah. Chamath is executing like a absolute animal right now. I love it. I love watching this.
So why did it take this long for SPACs to catch on? Because I literally remember writing about this in 2018 when he first started his SPAC.
So SPACs are a popular thing that's been going on, but it usually has happened in like the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange, like other places. And they've always kind of been this like, in a very overgeneralized manner before we get upset, they've always been like this mechanism that people used that maybe weren't like the top investors or the top companies use these, right? And a lot of times they're also referred to as like reverse takeovers.
Oh, I see.
And so all of a sudden, Chamath did the big one, the first one, IPOA, and that's when he did Virgin Galactic. And I think everyone was like, whoa,
but it took him a while to do Virgin Galactic. It took him like
you have 2 years. Once you raise the capital, you have 2 years to go find a deal. And so once he got that one lined up and he did it, everyone was like, oh my God, this is like, look at what he just did. And then it was like IPOB, IPOC. Great little tidbit for you. He's already reserved tickers IPOA through IPOZ. So all 26 letters of the alphabet, he has the tickers IPO.
So there's a lot more SPACs coming, guys.
Potentially. This is a great one, though. He's basically got the same thought process of a lot of other investors, which is in a post-pandemic world, healthcare is going to take off. American healthcare is actually really bad. There hasn't been a lot of innovation and needs to be solved.
Yeah, I agree. Very expensive in this country.
It is very expensive. Next.
All right. Well, here's what I want to talk about. Nobel Prize in Physics awarded to 3 scientists for work on black holes. We should be paying these people, not.
Do you think that a black hole could like swallow the Earth?
Well, if you would read the work of these 3 Nobel Prize scientists, you would know.
I'm going to read this later today, actually.
Yeah.
Be a black hole expert by tomorrow.
So.
What did they find?
Hold on.
They got half of the 1.1.
I know, it's really sad. God, why are they not telling us what it's doing? Okay, they were recognized for their work on the gateways to eternity, known as black holes, massive objects that swallow light and everything else forever that falls in their unsparing maws. Whoa.
They basically proved that black holes must exist if Albert Einstein's theory of gravity, known as general relativity, is right. The second half was split. The second half of the $1.1 million prize was split between 2 other folks for their relentless and decades-long investigation of the dark monster here in the center of our own galaxy, gathering evidence to convict it of the supermassive black hole. There's a typo in that Bloomberg article. Black holes are real. Aliens are real.
Hold on. Before you
UFOs are real.
Before you go down that. Don't you think that we should be paying these people more than $1.1 million for?
Well, that's the prize that they all split.
Oh, they all split it.
Yeah, they got a couple $100,000, and then after taxes, they probably got $100K.
That's absurd.
Wait, why?
Look at the work they're doing. How much is Cuomo getting paid?
See, this is the challenge with capitalism, or the beauty of capitalism. They're not producing any economic output. They're producing ideas, but the whole point of the value that you capture is the value that you create. So what's the economic value?
I'm sure over time there will be economic value based on these findings, but you're not encouraging people to do important work by not incentivizing them with monetary reward.
So, counter argument, which you don't have to agree with.
Oh my God, am I going to get pissed at you?
No. Take Elon Musk, who has created enormous economic value and is worth $70 billion, right?
There's a reason there's only one of him.
Agreed. But these scientists who, I agree that they should get paid more money, but I'm just explaining why scientists don't get paid that much money is because they don't create businesses that create enterprise value or economic value.
Thank God for American football players who create so much economic value.
They literally create billions of dollars.
I understand, but it's stupid.
Again, we can argue whether it's stupid or not. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I do think it ends up being interesting is that we need to get scientists more programs, right? Because that's the challenge. What you do is you end up getting the government to say, hey, we're going to foot the bill, right? Which a lot of people will disagree with. But if that's what you want to do, then the government should simply say, hey, we're going to fund all this stuff, right? And that's where the economic value comes from. Polina is not happy with the scientist situation today. It's all right.
I have my opinion. You have yours. We can move on.
All right, let's go.
John McAfee indicted for tax evasion and arrested in Spain. He's the antivirus software magnate and former libertarian presidential candidate. He's been indicted for tax evasion. He allegedly failed to file his taxes for 4 years despite earning millions in income. Economic output. Between 2014 and 2018, from promoting cryptocurrencies, consulting work, speaking engagements, and selling the rights to his life story for a documentary. What is he doing in Spain? Doesn't he know that if you go somewhere else, they'll catch you?
I don't know. I've met John McAfee. I interviewed him for the podcast in person. The guy is the guy. What you see on the internet is what you see in person.
On a trip I was not allowed to attend.
No.
I did not want to attend it.
Look, the facts will come out. This is why in America you're presumed innocent until proven guilty. We'll see what happens. I don't really, I feel like I don't have any information to, other than what I read.
Well, he didn't pay his taxes and he
Allegedly.
was very vocal about
Allegedly.
it. He was vocal about it. He was living in the Bahamas.
See, but he allegedly didn't pay taxes. But I think what I read in the filing is that he didn't actually take the money. Like he didn't get paid the money. He had said like had it sent to a bank account and it was somebody else's bank account. Like it's all this complexity to it. Again, what they're alleging could be true or could not. I just don't know. All right, what's next?
All right, let's see what hot take you have on this now.
That's not a hot take.
Batman has been postponed until 2022 because, after more than 500 Cineworld theaters are closed. And yeah, it's not going to be happening.
Sales are down. No point in launching this thing if no one's going to be there to pay for it.
2022 is a long time, guys.
Yeah, well, they're probably just making sure that they're going to for sure have everything back to normal. They should just do like a release online, but the releases online that people have tried haven't gone so well.
Wait, why?
Because it's hard, like
it's
the
hard to
box
corral
office.
People.
Yeah, and it's just like I could do all this other. Why am I going to pay for Batman when I could just use my Netflix? I can watch something else, right? Like it's like a whole thing. So
I would watch Batman.
I would too, but it's just like they can't get the same amount of money they can get at the box office, so they might as well wait.
Okay, hot take.
It's just mad.
So, frozen trash cans. For the people who do not take out the trash immediately and it smells, there are now frozen trash cans. It's called Petal, that company. It's created a next generation trash can that arrives in a person-sized box. And it's a narrow trash can that freezes your trash so you can toss in anything smelly and enjoy an infinite amount of time until you can take out the garbage. Or alternatively, you could just take out the garbage.
Facts.
It's not very sustainable, so it's not great. But if you have diapers, compost, dog stuff, sanitary products.
We should get this.
Why do we need that?
So
We don't produce that much trash.
But we produce lots of economic value there, folks. All right, let's do the joke.
I don't want you to hear my joke now.
It's not going to be funny, so I'm not going to miss anything. All right, come on, hurry up, because I have to do a call in 2 minutes.
Oh, let me take my time. There is a fine line between a numerator and a denominator. Okay?
Okay.
But only a fraction of people understand this. All right, today's wasn't very good.
Can I get
But-
my immature jokes back
No,
soon?
no. We're good
You
for
guys don't
that
know
segment.
there was a controversy. Polina
was
told me
good-
I can't do immature jokes
Wait,
anymore.
why? No, I didn't. When did I say that?
Immature jokes will be back tomorrow. It's on record. All right, guys, that's it for Lunch Money today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.